everyone, we're going to simplify the trig expression tan of theta times cosecant squared of theta divided by 1 plus tan squared of theta. So the idea here is to write everything in terms of sine and cosine and then simplify it until we just have one or two trig functions. So let's go ahead and write everything in terms of sine and cosine. So tangent is given here. By the way, I always have these on my Facebook page if you ever want to save a copy. So we have this equals sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. Now this cosecant squared, we look at cosecant here, and all you have to do is write this as 1 divided by, instead of sine, just write sine squared. All right, now the denominator, I'm going to go ahead and write this using my Pythagorean identities because tan squared plus 1 is secant squared of theta. So I'm going to write this as secant squared of theta. All right, now for this numerator, this goes, we have a sine here and 2 down here. So I can just write this as sine of theta here. So our numerator is going to end up being 1 divided by cosine of theta times sine of theta. All right, and now for my denominator, I'm going to go ahead and write, we have secant squared. So here's secant. So we're just going to do the same thing we did with cosecant. Write this as 1 divided by cosine squared of theta. Now this has the form a divided by b divided by c divided by d, a complex rational. And you can write this as a divided by b times d divided by c. So basically what we're doing is we're multiplying these two together, b and c, and a and d. So we're going to multiply these two together here, and we're going to get cosine squared of theta divided by cosine of theta sine of theta. All right, we can still simplify this because cosine goes into cosine squared one time. So basically that leaves us with cosine of theta divided by sine of theta. We still have two functions here, so I'm going to go ahead and write this as cotan of theta. That's the simplest form I can find. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.